reworded.
Kev, when you look at the 22 mid-threes you guys had tonight, what did you feel was working in terms of being able to generate those kind of looks?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of them were open. You know, they were double teaming me in the post, double teaming our pick and rolls, selling out to kind of stop us in the paint. So this is an aggressive team on defense, so we just tried to stay patient and not turn them over too much. You know, we had 17 turnovers. We still got up, 40-some threes, and we turned them over too, so it kind of offset. But we generated open looks all game. We didn't felt like we could have probably made 10 more threes with the open looks that we got. I know the first half, at the end of the first half, I felt like we had 3 or 4 wide open shots. So I like what we generated. I like that we shot with no hesitation, and we didn't knock them down.
When you look at the 10-0 run the Clippers went on down the stretch near the end, was it just kind of a matter of missing a couple of good looks there for you guys?
Yeah, we missed some looks. Then Norman Powell hit the bounce in three. Then James got fouled on the three, and then after that, we just not trying to let them shoot threes. So they got a few layups. But I like how we closed. Brad getting to the rim. Us coach calling play for me in the post, knowing that they were going to double, and we trust each other, and we was able to get something going to the rim, which was huge. And I think we played a foul game well, too, there. Norman Powell missed one, which helped us. So I just like that we won, man. It was a hard-fought win against a team that's been playing well and something we needed.
Kevin, after James became second all-time and made threes, he shouted out you and Russ for showing him how to be a pro at the beginning of his career. Being with him at the start of his career and then again in Brooklyn, just what can you say about the player he became and what he's still doing at this stage of his career?
Yeah, I heard that. I don't think James kind of had a routine and had a knack for just loving to get in the gym already when he got to us. So it was like this. It was like Voltron was formed. We all got together as far as like trying to get better. Always been in the gym with one another, challenging each other to be better, and then transferring over to the floor during games. So the great ones could put that work in and still have that mindset and aggressiveness to do what you worked on in the games. So James was always like that. Such a great teammate that he want to give us credit, but I feel like he was born with that ability to just, keep getting better, and just his love for the game is something that he's just built over time. So it's always fun playing against him and getting to hang out with him. I love him like a brother.
When you know it's going to be one of those swing nights, what's the balance between patience and pace with knowing what you want to get to?
Yeah, just more so err on the side of being patient, and that'll dictate my pace. And Ty Lue and Jeff Van Gundy, they're smart coaches. Sometimes they may just run and double on the catch. Sometimes they might wait till I face up and take a dribble. Then they might go from the top of the key, or they might come from the baseline. So they're keeping me on my toes. But if I slow down and wait to see what the defense does, play a little slower, I can see things forming. So my teammates did a great job of making themselves available for me, screening for me, getting me open, and I tried to make the right play.
You had a lot of battles against Kawhi in your career, and he's been injured quite a bit recently. What's it like to see him back?
Yeah, he looks great to me. I mean, we played more minutes tonight, right?
Yeah.
So he's moving in the right direction. Hate to see a great, all-time great, have significant injuries and miss significant time. He means so much to the game of basketball around the world and in LA in general. So it's good to see him back.
What can you say about Royce's defense upon James? 2 of his 4 steals were run against James.
Yeah, he's aggressive. When he plays that way, picking you up at the, as soon as the ball crosses half court, using his hands well. Always been great with his hands. He's physical. And he just plays hard. Sometimes you might be out of position, but if you play hard, you'll get, you get steals, you get blocks. So Royce was great tonight. Last few games missed some open looks, but I think tonight we still stayed confident, took those shots with confidence, and was able to knock down a few for us, which was huge.
Kevin, how big is it to keep taking the threes even when they start? You're not as hot as a group as you were maybe earlier in the game, and it's starting to get a little tight, and you still, guys still taking threes.
Yeah, I mean, they were open, so, we still got coaches encouraging us to shoot more and encouraging us to take them with confidence. So regardless if we miss 7, 8, 9 in a row, we don't want to force a bad one after that, but if they're wide open, you got to take them. And I feel like we even passed up a couple of them that were open, So, but we ended up hitting 22. I don't know what we shot from the field.
47, which is a little under.
I mean, that's perfect number for me, 22 out of 47. I wish that can go down every night. Usually you win big with those numbers. But they got to the free throw line. They hit a couple threes, so they're a great team. They know how to stay in the game. But we utilize that three-point line, especially when they start doubling and hard trapping and playing a scheme type of defense on us. It was key early in the game for us.
Book's closing in on that all-time scoring record for the Suns. Have you gotten a sense of how much, that connection to the city and this organization means to him?
Yeah, I mean, he means everything to the city, and the city means everything to him. It's just a perfect marriage. It's seeing somebody from 18, 19 years old up until young vet, young OG at 28 years old, So you think of Phoenix, you think of Book, you think of Book, you think of Phoenix. It's just a perfect match, and he's the perfect person to be the face of the franchise and lead them in all these statistical categories. He's been a staple here for such a long time, and I know it's going to be. I feel like he got 12 more years to play, and they put him at 22 years, but he's 40 years old. But that's how much faith I got in his game and his growth, and I know he loves being here in Phoenix.
8 wins out of 10, quell that anger from the Commanders losing this.
I'm not angry at all. But he's just we're in a good groove, solid groove. We understanding each other a little bit more, so it's been fun.